What's good, fam? Happy Monday. Welcome back to The Code. The Code with Noah, a culture shock podcast. Mondays with Noah, the culture shock series. The end of life for Gen Alpha, the final update episode. We are live with the culture shock series. Let's talk about the glitch in the Matrix. If you are Gen Z or Gen Alpha, you feel it. The world isn't just changing, it's accelerating. Your parents grew up with flip phones. You are growing up with AI that can write your essays and deepfake your face. We are seeing wars, rumors of wars, and technology moving so fast, it feels like we're living in a sci-fi movie. People ask me, Noah, is this the end times? And the hard truth is, you are the likely terminal generation. But don't panic. In a video game, the hardest level is saved for the best players. God didn't put you in this timeline to be scared. He put you here because you have the specs to handle the finale. Today, we are decoding the end-time prophecy for Gen Alpha and why you were built for the storm. Let's open the source code. We need to see why your timeline looks different than anyone else's in history. Veal 1. The Knowledge Explosion. Check out Daniel 12:4 NLT. This prophecy was written thousands of years ago, specifically for now. But you, Daniel, keep this prophecy a secret. Seal up the book until the time of the end, when many will rush here and there and knowledge will increase. The breakdown. Knowledge will increase. For thousands of years, transportation was basically walk or ride a horse. Then, in the last 100 years, we went from horses to cars to planes to rockets to Mars. That's the exponential curve. Gen Alpha, you have access to the sum of human knowledge in your pocket. You can learn coding, history, and theology in seconds. The prophecy says this speed is a sign of the end time. You aren't just living in modern times, you're living in the accelerated timeline. The server is running at max capacity because the update is coming. Perspective number 2, the Spirit download. Now let's talk about your assignment. Joel 2:28 NLT. Then after doing all those things, I will pour out my Spirit upon all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your old men will dream dreams, and your young men will see visions. The breakdown. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. This is the counter move. The world is getting darker, more anxiety, more deception, but the church is getting brighter. God promised a massive Spirit download specifically for the youth in the last days. We're seeing teenagers leading massive prayer movements. We're seeing Gen Alpha kids having dreams and visions of Jesus. Why? Because when the darkness goes pro mode, God upgrades his players to legendary mode. You aren't too young to know God. In fact, you're the primary target for his power right now because you're on the front lines. Point number 3. The deception firewall. Finally, the warning. Matthew 24:24 NLT. For false messiahs and false prophets will rise up and perform great signs and wonders, so as to deceive, if possible, even God's chosen ones. The breakdown. To deceive, if possible. We live in the era of the deepfake. You can't trust your eyes anymore. Is that video real? Is that influencer a real person or an AI? The end times are marked by deception. The enemy isn't just trying to scare you, he's trying to trick you. He wants you to pledge allegiance to a system that looks cool but is actually corrupt. This is where the mark of the beast concept comes in. It's not just a barcode, it's a loyalty system. Gen Alpha, your superpower must be discernment. You need to be able to spot a glitch. You need to know the difference between the truth and the trend. If you don't know the real Jesus, you will fall for the fake Messiah. The conclusion. So here's the wrap-up. The end times isn't a horror movie, it's a graduation ceremony. 1. Don't fear the speed. Yes, things are moving fast. That just means we're close to the finish line. 2. Download the Spirit. You need the Holy Spirit to navigate this era. It's your GPS. 3. Watch the firewall. Guard your mind against deception. If it contradicts the code, the Bible, it's a deep fake. That is a wrap on the Culture Shock series. We have covered everything from friend groups to media diets to the literal apocalypse. We plan to start the Money Files. We're talking about how to build kingdom wealth in a shaky economy. If you're part of the terminal generation, drop a fire in the comments. You were born for this. This is Noah. Stay weird, stay faithful. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in. Parents are allowed to. If you want to dive deeper into teen development or clear up some social misconceptions about faith, join the community on our website, thevangel.com, to link to our Facebook page or catch up with the conversation on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter or X. Make sure that you are subscribed. We have a long trip ahead. Tell your friends that the YouTube version offers multi-language translation, too. This podcast comes from well-detailed articles in our blogs on our website, thevangel.com, where the relevant scriptures are referenced and discussed. This is The Code. I'm Noah. Stay sharp, stay spiritual, and keep your firewall up. Peace. Noah Omalua.